All right, we're live. So, I did promise I was gonna get up a little bit early just to get started on this. I got up a little bit too early, so I gotta keep things a little bit quiet because my roommate's a higher rank than me. Even if it's my day off, he will smoke the shit out of me. Well, yeah, even if it's our day off, he'll smoke the shit out of me. So, I gotta keep things a little bit quiet. So, what I'll do today is just gonna be a complete stream working day because I have three of the big projects to work on. So we'll start this off first because this one's gonna be the longer one for me to work on. Then afterwards, I'll take a break. Then I'll go take care of some IRL stuff, gym and whatnot. Then I'll come back, do Golden Sun because I need to actually finish that script so I can actually get started on all the other outside work I have to do with that. Then I can start the script for the loss of power horror movie. So without further ado, let's get started on this. I'll work for a little bit, then I'll come back when it's actually a good time and people aren't sleeping. Continue working. Okay. All right. What did we talk about last night before we start? agency and resistance. Mhm. I'm just reading this over. Just give me a second. All right. When you get to my age, caffeine saves your life. Definitely need my caffeine right now. Then the biggest thing is look at her facial expressions. Oh my god. Uh, I'll talk about that next. Oh, oh, all right. You're being adorable or whatever. It's not even just the smiles. Hmm. The smile is the Yandere kooky, crazy, melting blood, tottery smile. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. Her eyes losing her eyes losing all animation. Her eyes becoming less detailed, which shows how cuckoo for Cocoa Puff she is. But yeah, definitely the smile. Like that's the smile and the eye are the biggest indicators. Anime for sure. The eyes are a perfect indicator. Like for example, Tubi has her visors on. Those are visors. I know it's blind. It looks like a blindfold. It's technically visors. So according to Nier Automata, the reason why their eyes are covered is because of emotions. Like the eyes are an indicator of how people's emotions are right now. So if you see someone's animation on their eyes just going away, if they're not detailed, that means they're not emotional at all. So in Vera's case, yeah, like she doesn't have like a lot of detail in her eyes, and this just shows her like instability, at least from a mental standpoint. Hmm. Wayne has survived up to this point. Ugh. Oh man. as mentioned, today's gonna be pretty much just an all streaming day. It's just I gotta pick my times properly. It's still really, really early. I just got up early because I said I was gonna work on this as soon as I got up. But my chain of command is literally my roommate, and yeah, I'm not trying to get smoked in my day off being too damn loud. So I'm gonna work on this for a little bit. I'll take a break. We'll take care of some IRL stuff, such as gym, come back. It should be a better time. I'll work on Golden Sun for a little bit. After that, I'll take a lunch break, come back, work with start the script for the horror one. Then we'll go back to this game. This one, we're gonna be alternating between the whole entire day. I have the next 3 days off. So it'll be just whenever I have free time, I just go out of my way just to stream so I can actually not fall behind on projects. We have a lot of projects planned for this channel. At the end of this, people will realize, like, yeah, Vira is like an extremely complex character, and she's just not. Yes, of course, yeah, she has Yandere qualities. Like she fits the definition for a Yandere completely, but it's more. There's more than that. There's definitely more. And like I mentioned last night, like if you take away all those traits, Yandere traits, like she's. I'm not gonna say she's a nice lady, but she's pretty approachable. Like you can hold a decent conversation with her, depending on how her mood is. It's like she will literally hold a decent conversation back with you. She has relatively good relationships with people for the most part. So take away the Yandere, she's I wouldn't say normal, but she's not an upstanding citizen, but she's someone you can talk to. Look at her interactions with Brand, Jita, Narmaya, Zoe, all those guys. It's mostly towards anybody that gets in her way of her love of Katalina. That's when all hell just breaks loose. Alright, let me read this again. I gotta be quiet though. The threshold of dissociation. Vira's collapse is not a dramatic breakdown, but a quiet, serial dissociation, a fragmentation of conscious and identity. Her dialogue becomes disorganized, repetitive, and fleeting, mirroring her internal chaos. In Granblue Versus, her voice lines, expressions, animations reflect this shift. Smiles are forced and designed to show a deranged look. Her eyes become less detailed in comparison to others. Whoops. Always proofread. It doesn't matter this much because it's just an outline, but we always want to proofread. Her eyes become less detailed in comparison to others to show a stable mindset. In her interactions with, i.e., in her interactions with Wayne, she has a deranged look. Her eyes are devoid of emotion. This signifies the intense animosity she has towards him. Thus, her tone wavers between control and despair. This isn't the villain's descent, but the dissolution of self that was never made whole, an emotional shattering rather than a moral fail. Okay, I gotta actually fix that. It's funny because as soon as I saw her in Granblue Versus, I'm like, well, yo, they gave her the Tatsuri smile. Oh my god. I approve of this. We'll put this as fall. Okay. All right, so we've alluded to that, so I should probably mention that. Like, she again is like normal in a sense, depending on the situation. Okay. Again, I don't even know how to word that properly right now. It's way too early in the morning for this. And again, I'm using that very loosely right now. There's a better word for that. I'm just writing that. Again, way too early in the morning for this. Uh, damn. There's like a storm in my head right now, thinking of the best way to actually word this, because yeah, she's still pretty crazy. And I'm not even gonna use the word nice. No, you know, no. Vera nice. That's uh, that's pushing me a little bit too far there. Oops. So that's probably the best thing that she can do. Literally build relationships with people. It's a I'm not gonna say it's gonna take away some of the Cuckoo from Cocoa Puffs qualities that she has, but it's a step in the right direction. Yes. It's a slow process. I guess. Think of any Yandere you've seen like anime. It's like you never really see them with anybody else, like any other like, acquaintances, colleagues, etc., etc., etc. They're usually just by themselves. At least in Vira's case, he's actually surrounded by people. And again, and she's rather popular, and it's not like people dislike her or anything. It's just the way she acts towards Katalina that's kind of like off-putting. But she's pretty popular. Her peers respect her. Like she worked hard to get to where she is in the hierarchy in the obviously in the Albion leadership role. Like she's chilling. She has a list. She commands authority. Hell, like like people that outrank her completely respect her. Her underlings respect her. So she's relatively respected and normal. It's just normal is pushing it because of how she is. Like the Yandere, this it makes it hard. It really does. So again, she's a very complex character if you look past everything. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna stay the clock. So yeah, there is this potential. Yeah, because I'm even thinking about this right now. Like, whenever you see a yandere, they're usually just by themselves. They're not associated with anybody else, which just shows their isolation. Their only focus is just their specific love interest. Okay, okay. Let me actually read this. Beyond yandere traits, Vira, as mentioned, is a character. Whoops. Is a Vera, as mentioned, is a character who is complex, but if you take away the yandere qualities, there's a glimpse of a somewhat normal person. And again, I'm using that in big time quotations. Fucking spell right now. Jesus. I'm not. I am an early person, but I need my caffeine fix to actually get my day started. Wait till y'all get to my age, and then all hell just breaks loose. Who the fuck? What the fuck? Give me a second. Work is calling. It's like I said before, even though it's my day off, I'm always on duty. Oh my God. I think need to write that down because that's what I was thinking about doing next the next section. But yeah, I apologize. But yeah, I'm technically on duty 24 hours, even if it's my day off. Okay. So psychological disorders explored with care. Yeah, we actually gotta go into the detail. I actually talked to my friend about this yesterday. We had a good phone call with each other. Then he proceeded to tell me how stupid I am at times. I'm like, oh, thanks. There's a lot of animosity between us because we were fighting game buddies. We still play fighting games together with each other. He beat my ass in Granblue Versus the other day. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I stopped playing for a while, and out of nowhere, characters like Barry are getting buffed. I'm like, why? Holy shit! But well, anyways, yeah, we were tournament run buddies back in the day. All right, where was it? Okay, I was reading this. As she interacts with specific characters, often those she respects of higher authority, as she interacts with specific characters, often those she respects, there's a higher authority than her. There are glimpses of normalcy. She has the ability of building relationships with people beyond her obsession with Katalina. She shows signs of acting with some autonomy, making choices that are not anchored solely in fear or control. Healing is framed as integrating pain rather than erasing trauma, a slow linear process of reclaiming fractured identity. Like I said before, like, yanderes are usually alienated from society. They're by themselves. Their only person in their life is their person that they're trying to, their love interest. That's literally the only person in their life for the most part. This potential emphasizes the humanity beneath the trope and invites empathy for trauma survivors. Okay. So, we have to talk. We're going to go into a little bit more detail with about the disorders because we mentioned it up there. Alright. We're going to be going into detail about BPD. So, yeah, we'll go over BPD against borderline personality disorder, which is characterized by the fear of attachment, unstable self-image, and impulsive behavior. Which, as we know, Vira, when it comes to impulsive behavior, she has that down to a T. BPD. Framework. It's like I mentioned before, like what if Katalina goes away like due to unforeseen circumstances or she just passes? Like what does that leave like for Vera? Like what will happen to this specific character? Okay, I have to take a look at that. Sorry. So what will happen to her? That's the big question. Especially when she's so emotionally attached to Katalina. Vera's it does transcend. It transcends diagnosis because again, she's like a stupidly complex character, which is a good thing. It's good not having just one-dimensional characters. All right, dependent personality disorder. Hmm. This reflects playing games for sure. She's definitely playing all right. So it's This highlights dependency. Oh shit, I'm on 12 sections. I just was not paying attention to that. Wow. Yeah, just definitely gonna be a long video, which is fine. I was saying up there, it's like if you take away all like the Yandere shenanigans, like Jesus could possibly be a normal functioning member of society, bro. And that's again me just being very loose with that. So this video will frame. We're gonna be using this as explanatory tools. We did not explain it. And again, it should be noted that I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to this, but I'm not diagnosing her with this at all. She just has these traits. Again, like no. I am not qualified or have the authority to be doing that. No way. I'm just giving examples. Like, yeah, she fits the framework. She has the qualities that coincide with this. But no. I don't have the authority to diagnose anyone. So we're just giving you, these should just be used as me just explaining it. And it's better for people to understand. It's to understand stuff like this, because this is what people suffer. A lot of people actually do suffer for this. That's the goal. We're promoting understanding. A lot of time on my hands. I love doing extensive research on topics like this. Here's how my days usually go. I wake up, formation, do absolutely nothing for like a few hours, do something, then go back to doing absolutely nothing for a few hours. But I took school a little bit too serious back in the day. And how the hell are you in the army? Well, I got a lot of benefits. A lot of benefits. That's a story for another day. And again, I always cross-reference with my buddy who's actually a psychologist. So he corrects me in areas that I don't have extensive knowledge in. I'm like, oh, okay. So hey, if y'all seen, I will phone a buddy, especially with that rose. I'm like, hey, dude, what's up with this? So yeah, this is I'm not qualified to give diagnoses. I'm just knowledgeable when it comes to stuff like this. So, all right. So we're gonna take a break right now because again I'm kind of being loud right now, and I actually gotta go take care of that stuff for work. So we've done about 40 minutes of work here. This is gonna be a long streaming day. So when I get back, I'm gonna do Golden for a little bit, take a lunch break, go back to the horror thing, then I'll return to this. So we're gonna be alternating throughout the whole entire day. I have no plans to do, so we're just gonna be. It's a good shit, good streaming session. I'll be back in a little bit later. See ya.